Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my updated skincare routine. I haven't done one of these in a really freaking long time, and my skincare has changed a lot, I think, since the last time I did one, which was, I want to say years ago. But my skin has changed and my texture has changed and what I'm doing has definitely changed. So, but what I will say is that my skincare is all fairly affordable. There's a few slightly pricier items in my skincare, but for the most part it's all fairly affordable. Everything that I'm using will be linked in the description box down below. I will say that I have fairly normal to dry skin, and then I get a teeny tiny little bit of oiliness in my T-zone area. I am prone to hormonal breakouts. Otherwise my skin is fairly clear, and that's sort of my whole skincare. So let's start with mornings. In the morning, the first thing I do is I just wash my face with water. I don't use a cleanser in the morning because I use a cleanser right before I go to bed, and I don't want to over cleanse my skin. So in the morning I just use water, whether it be just cold water or hot water, or generally cold or warm water, and then I let it dry, and then I move on to the Ordinary Marine Hyaluronics. I use some of this. I've used a few drops of this in my hand, and I just rub it all over my face, and then I let it sit until it dries. I really like this. The Ordinary is one of my favorite products, but I use this in the morning. And then following up with that, I usually go in with the Ordinary Vitamin C Suspension 30% in silicone, and I mix that with my Purity Made Simple Ultralight Moisturizer. Now, the reason I mix the two is because if you have sensitive skin, this can sort of tingle or burn a little bit, and I find mixing the two products means that I don't get that burn. So I use about a pea-sized amount of this in the morning, and I mix it with 1 to 2 pumps of my Purity moisturizer. I really love this. It's probably my favorite moisturizer that I've ever tried, and I mix the two, like I said. And then following that in the morning, I then follow up with my Mega Cosmetica To Save Face SPF 30 facial sunscreen. This is my favorite facial sunscreen. I've tried a fair few, but like I said, I can have quite sensitive skin, and I don't find that this irritates my skin. It doesn't break me out. I can use this on my husband and my children, and it doesn't break them out. It's not overly bad. It doesn't have a ridiculous scent. It's got a scent, but it doesn't linger, and it does not feel greasy. I can put this underneath makeup, and it doesn't feel like greasy or change the texture. So this is my favorite sunscreen. I will leave it linked down below, like I said. Moving on to the evening. In the evening, I use my Purity Philosophy 3-in-1 Facial Cleanser for eyes and face. I use this one, and I use that with my Foreo Mini Luna 3. Just the pink one. I'll leave this in the description box down below if you guys are interested. You can get this from a few different places. I bought mine from Sephora when they were having a sale, but you can also get them from like The Iconic and I think Adore Beauty. Look out for places that are having a sale. I really love this. This replaced my Clarisonic. My Clarisonic, they don't make the heads for them anymore, and so my head was old. My Clarisonic was a fair few years old anyway, and they don't, like I said, they've discontinued making the heads, and I just don't feel that it's very sanitary to keep using the head that I have, and so I picked up this. I don't have to replace the heads on this. It's got really fine nodules here, and then slightly thicker ones at the back. I have an app on my phone that I can change the settings on this, and I like that I can also only have to charge just about once every couple months, so that's really nice. I use that with this every night. I then follow that up with the Ordinary Buffet Peptide Serum. I really like this. This is quite a thick serum, so I normally do sort of 1 dropper and put the most of that on my hand. I probably a little bit less than 1, and then I massage that into my face. I then finish up with my Retinol 0.5 in squalane. I put a couple drops of this on my face, and then I use my Gua Sha. I'm going to say that, I'm butchering that. I use this to work that into my skin. If you guys aren't aware what this is, I will leave one link down below, and I'll leave some information down below if you're interested. But basically you use this to like massage your face, get the blood flow, and help to like disperse the product and encourage the product in your face to like absorb. And so I use this, finalize that, and then I follow up that with, again, the Purity ultralight moisturizer. That's the last step there. I use this morning and night. I find that this is perfect. It doesn't actually have SPF in it, which is why I use an SPF on top of it. So I find that it's also good in the evenings. It is winter here in Australia and it's still working fine for me. Finally, I use an eye cream. Now, this is the product that's really expensive. I don't actually necessarily only use this product. This is just the one that I have at the moment because I got it in a sample box from Mecca. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Do It Right Eye Gel. This, I use 1 pump of this and it does both eyes. Now, I like this. It's really moisturizing. It's really nice, but I'm probably not going to repurchase the full size because it's really, really expensive. So it's just the one that I'm using at the moment. I've got a couple other ones to use after this. So if I find one that I absolutely love, I'll mention it in another video, but this is just the one that I'm using at the moment. It does a really good job. If you are looking to invest in an eye cream, this one's really nice. It's got a whole bunch of like good benefits, and Dr. Dennis Grossman's like really good for that sort of stuff, but I mean, it's an eye cream. All right. Finally, let's chat breakouts. I use 2 different things for when I'm breaking out. The first one is the Mario Badescu Buffering Lotion. So this is a solution that's meant to like target under the skin bumps. So you give it a good shake, and it's a very liquidy white formula. I put a little bit on like either a cotton tip or my finger, and I sort of just dab it on the areas if I've got a pimple under the skin. I really like this. It does a really good job of drying them out and making them sort of like shrink back into the skin really quickly. It's really nice. The other one is another Mario Badescu product, and this is the drying lotion. I'm about to run out of this. Now, the trick with this is do not shake it. You need to get your cotton tip and dip it in through the solution and get the pink. And basically the way it works is that the pink you get little pink dots all over your face. I normally use this with pimples that I know are going to come up white, that don't necessarily always are not going to stay under the skin. I use those ones, the cystic type ones with this. The ones that I know are going to come up, I use this, and I use it overnight normally, so I don't walk around with little pink dots all over my face. And this does an awesome job of drying those out before they really reach the surface, and they sort of like really reduces the redness. So those are my 2 sort of pimple products. So that's really it for my skincare routine. I keep it super simple. I'm a mum of 2 little boys, and so skincare is important to me because I'm on my way to being in my 30s now. You know, I'm 27, I'm getting closer, but at the same time I want something that's super easy and affordable and that I have time to do, because that's something that I will really struggle with, is having the time to do skincare. So this works for me. Everything I'm using will be linked in the description box down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, it was a really quick update on my skincare routine, and I'm really loving all the products that I'm using. So hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.